Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, call Allah Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shemrakah, Dash. Double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who well. Salutations also go out to the fellow Akim that are out there on the highways and byways pushing the truth across the four corners of this earth. Alright, while we're still trying to wake up the remaining, hopefully, like this is now out of the DC camp. Yeah, boy, oh boy, this woman here goes off, and the only thing can really, uh, you know, she's still calling on JC, but this is for you people that, for some reason, you keep falling for the bullshit that each and any of these parties, because the truth of the matter is, neither of them care for us. All right. If they could make us vanish like that, they all would. Alright. See, my camera went out. Okay. But in any case, I really don't have to say much to this, but I am, as far as scriptures. But, yeah, they're putting her through it, all because of prayer. So let's run the video.
Y'all, we ain't really getting nothing for these niggas. I guess you gotta do something. Let's call up Kirk Franklin. And he comes to the White House. Kirk Franklin went on that stage with them tight shorts or tight suit and that extra low button top that he wears on stage. And he danced and he got a check. And that was for you.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, y'all, when I saw this video, I knew I had to share it because this woman is going off on the community for supporting Kamala Harris and this pivot, almost an instant pivot. As soon as Joe Biden dropped out, they jumped on the Harris bandwagon like the good slaves that they are. Plantation.
Exactly.
That Democrat plantation, y'all, she going off. She had a few choice words for black folks. A black woman telling the truth. I had to share it with y'all. This, you're going to enjoy. You will not regret this video. This woman, Beverly Beatty Williams, is currently under federal indictment. That's right, y'all. Under federal indictment by the Biden administration. No, not for robbing nobody. No. Not for selling drugs. No. For shooting or killing anyone. No. This woman, Beverly Beatty Williams, is under current federal indictment for praying in front of an abortion clinic. Yeah, y'all. That's what it's come to in 2024. And as things spiral out of control, she got a few choice words for y'all folks out there trying to jump on the bandwagon from the Biden administration to the Harris administration. Yeah, we see you. Check out what this woman had to say to the community. I hope y'all enjoyed this one.
Do you know that Kamala is a token? Do you know that nobody wanted to endorse her? Not even Obama wanted to endorse her because she's incompetent. Nobody wanted her in the position, but they did it because she was black. That's an insult. That means you're not intelligent enough. That means you're not quick enough. That means you're not smart enough. That means you're not even equipped. You're just black. And it works. And I know that I haven't.
See, you gotta understand that nothing has changed, nothing at all. They keep bringing up these petty arguments like DEI, all right, diversity, equity, inclusion. They did away with affirmative action. It's the same argument since the 1800s, and even before then. All right, what has changed? It's an insult, like she says. The only reason that you're there is not because you're qualified. All right, it's because you got there by some other means.
And laying low politically because, again, I've been indicted. Understand something. I've been indicted by the Biden administration as a black woman for standing against the murder of innocent children, including and especially because they take up the biggest margin. by the droves. Droves. Okay? When it comes to drug crime, she has treated drug crime as if it was murder. Okay? And then on top of that, let me explain something. The only reason why Kamala is a vice president in the first place is because she's black. It is not because she's qualified. It is not because she is competent. It is because she's black. Now, why should you be offended? You would think, oh, yeah, we black people, we supposed to support our black folks. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me explain.
And there you go with the inherent underlying problem of referring to yourselves as black, which is what we're against. What the fuck is black? What nationality is that? That's a color, or lack thereof, actually, when you go into it. What the fuck is that? That's confusion. And from what I've heard, and I've had personal experience with seeing what I'm getting ready to tell you, I hear that her birth certificate has Caucasian on it. I think her ID too. Like I said, because I had a East Indian, it's been almost 30 years ago, that was highly pissed, alright, and I guess had that kind of face that people think they can just, unload on, when they want to get something off their chest. And he even pulled it out and showed it to me. Here he is, darker than I am, and it has Caucasian on his green card. See, that's these Edomites playing that game. Alright. So, yeah, she, typical woman, power hungry. However she got there to where she is. But in this, yeah, she was selected for a reason, and she's going to come out and tell you what that was. And for some reason, our people just can't see that they're being used. They're being so disrespected constantly, and it just goes right over their head. And you're like, wow, you wonder, well, not, we don't, we see it, but it's like, at what point are you going to get tired of this shit? And it's happening, but it's happening, the majority of people are just not, I'm talking about Jake when I say this, it's just not going to get it. And they're going to get caught up in this shit, and it's going to be a lot of deaths when it comes to Jake, because they still trust their enemy.
Play something. You should be offended beyond rapport because of the fact that somebody is willing to put someone in the seat for their color, even when they're not qualified to do a favor for you. Let me explain to you how the last 4 years have went. 3 coming into this war. Let me explain something to you. So for the first three years, Kamala has not cared about the black community. Okay?
She even said she wasn't going to do anything.
Have been doing everything in their power to support illegal immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
They have been coming in this country. They getting your benefits. They putting their kids. These illegal immigrants are going into your kids' schools. They in the hood. They're taking over. You're no longer relevant. They're taking over. Okay? But then on top of that, okay, they're giving them money. They're giving them credit cards. I mean, they're booking them, taking them there. You got immigrants coming straight out of Mexico living better than you did, and your ancestors done built this country up. Boom. Let me explain something to you. That's how valuable you are to the Democrat community, okay? But now, boom. Year 4. It's election time. Y'all, we ain't really did nothing for these niggas. I guess we gotta do something. Let's call up Kirk Franklin, and he comes to the White House. Kirk Franklin went on that stage.
Hold it. They gave you Juneteenth. Hold on. They gave you Juneteenth. The fuck? But see, you know what? That's what our people get. This is, let's see. This is what we get. Alright. Alright. It's been a while, so I always forget how to use this. But this is Isaiah. Alright. 30th chapter. The prophet threateneth the people for their confidence in Egypt. Exactly. In contempt of the Most High's word. And this is why where we are now. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Most High Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with their covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, substitute America there, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. First of all, you don't know who you're worshiping. Let's get that out there. You make fun of us and curse us and cuss at us, I should say. And all we're trying to do is tell you is, hey, you've been deceived. You're continually being deceived. All right, but you don't want to hear that. Again, you want to trust in Egypt. All right, it says 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh. Hold on. God dang it. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And we have a whole lot of confusion. You hear what she talked about, Kurt Franklin? You know, they paid him to do his little dance. That was for you. That was for your benefit. All right, skipping down, straight to the point in 12. And it says, wherefore has thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, marching up and down the street with the Skittles Nation, supporting that crap. And all this was pushed on our people through various forms of media over the last 30 years. All right. And it was done on purpose. It says, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. All right? And we're trying to tell you they're making moves. They got this woman. Remember the interview with Gerald R. Ford, the former president, back in '89. He gave you the blueprint on how a woman president was going to come about. And it appears this president's health is deteriorating in a meteoric sense, quickly. And you know these good old boys. I mean, this country is becoming, I mean, it's like that powder keg, you know, just waiting for that spark. That's America. Continuing on.
With them tight shorts or tight suit and that extra low button top that he wears on stage. And he danced and he got a check. And that was for you. They paid him to please you. That's how important you are. When Hillary wants to campaign, she don't actually focus on issues in the black community that are needed. She says, oh, I got hospice in my bag. Are you pandering to us? Is it working? Oh, y'all forget. Your memory is terrible.
Let's look, you know, I forgot to look that up beforehand. Bear with me. Let's see if I can look that up. Dang it. Because I changed my, here's another one. So Phil Scott show calls out black gatekeepers. Uh-oh. Everybody's chiming in. All right. Let's see if this will bring it up. Let's see. Let's try 20 seconds. 27. Hold on.
No more questions? He said, no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're getting information right now?
Look at these stupid
My
motherfuckers.
bag, Swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
I just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
Our people are just fucking. What can you do? Continuing on.
Y'all forget. She said, is it working? That's how valuable you are as a vote. That she don't even got to invest to get your vote.
Mm-mm.
She don't even have to work and put the agenda in and start to show proof to get your vote, black woman, black man. You so special to be black. You so special to be black that you don't even get no benefits for it. We'll just put Kirk Franklin and let him dance for the day. That'll do. Oh, the Mexicans, we're gonna invest in them. We're gonna have them come from the border. We're gonna do everything in our power for them. But for you niggas over there, y'all good. Let me explain something to you. Y'all don't understand the amount of racism that you co-sign. You look crazy. These people see you as animals and dogs. They tell you it's raining and are pissing on your head. And you sit there and you let them. And it blows my mind. Okay? Blows my mind. Let me explain something to you. I have never in my life dealt with racism. People are like, oh, technically it's systematic. Systematic racism means there's supposed to be racism there in the system, but you can't see it because it's so intertwined in the system. Let me explain something to you. I did not experience racism until the day Joe Biden used Letitia James, a black attorney general, along with Damian Williams, a black FBI head of FBI agency, and they indicted me for standing against the abortion murder of black kids. Do you know the agent that they used to investigate me was a black man? He has an African name. Do you know that they used their tokens to go after black people that got out of line? They used the guys in the house in line cleaning the bathroom to get the ones out on the field trying to wake people up to know that this is slavery and this is bondage. Do you know that? Do you know that Kamala is a token? Do you know that nobody wanted to endorse her? Not even Obama wanted to endorse her because she's incompetent. Nobody wanted her in the position, but they did it because she was black. That's a
Same way they suckered you stupid motherfuckers in when they put his ass, talking about Obama, when they put his ass up there. He's not even our people. Either. Why? Because you see they're black. One people they're sure they can always pull the wool over their eyes is our people, and it always works. Something as simple as hot sauce. And you see those two simps, heads rear up. What? Hot sauce. Simple. Like, aren't you tired? On that damn plantation, don't want to get off. And yeah, you can tell by, her demeanor here and everything. She's one of those proud black women too, so-called Christian. But I selected this for the fact that, hey, with this, she's right on point. All right, they locked an Edomite. I guess she was Edomite. Parents-wise, she looked that way. Over in England, she wasn't even praying out loud. The cop asked her what she was doing when she was standing outside, and she said, "I was praying." Arrested her. Her own private thoughts. Hey, it's getting bad, and it's gonna get worse. All right. It's like, what are you? I'm talking about Jake now. What are you? What have these people done for us of any substance or that is in any way going to help restore us? That's the whole point. They don't want to. All right, they're doing anything and everything. She talked about these people coming over here, getting our benefits. That's the plan. That was always the plan. It's called the Cloward-Piven plan. Two economists. Piven is deceased now. No. Cloward is deceased. Salaki. He died some time ago. But the woman, Piven, she's still alive. And the whole thing was, it's to take in. Well, let's just look it up because I don't want to. Let's see. Here it is. Cloward-Piven plan. The Cloward-Piven strategy proposed by sociologists Richard Cloward and Francis Box Piven in '66 aims to address poverty and social inequality in the United States by intentionally overwhelming the welfare system. The strategy involves mobilizing low-income individuals to claim their rightful benefits, thereby creating a political crisis that would prompt reforms to address the underlying issues. Mass enrollment on welfare rolls, all right, orchestrated crisis, national basic income, which is, we've always said that, you probably heard it another way, universal, meaning worldwide basic income. All right, let's see, accusations of intentional system overload. Let's see, let's look into it. Let's see. The ultimate objective of the strategy to wipe out poverty by establishing guaranteed annual income would be questioned by some. Alright, because they always talking about socialism. Well, don't the rich live by that in a way? Alright. It says Michael Reich and Janice Andrews wrote that Cloward and Piven proposed to create a crisis in the current welfare system by exploiting the gap between welfare law and practice that will ultimately bring about its collapse and replace it with a system of guaranteed annual income. They hope to accomplish this by informing the poor of their rights to welfare assistance, encouraging them to apply for benefits, and in fact overloading an already overburdened bureaucracy. Focus on Democrats. Alright. Let's see. And it goes further into it, but for time's sake, let's see. It says conservative Republicans are always ready to declaim the evils of public welfare, and they will probably be the first to raise a hue and cry. But deeper and politically more telling conflicts would take place within the Democratic coalition. Whites, both working class ethnic groups and many in the middle class, will be aroused against the ghetto poor, while liberal groups, which until recently have been comforted by the notion that the poor are few, would probably support the movement. Group conflict, spelling political crisis for the local party or apparatus, in other words, cause a bunch of confusion. But also with this, it's in there about the immigrants and everything, everybody coming over, and you see that right before your eyes now. Ever since this president we got was in, he did everything that Trump was doing. Well, I'm praising Trump and Obama were doing as far as getting the illegals out of here. Continuing on.
The insult. That means you're not intelligent enough. That means you're not quick enough. That means you're not smart enough. That means you're not even equipped. You're just black. And it works. And no, it's not benefiting the entire black community. No. Let's just put a token in. Because that's enough of them. They'll struggle to the end as long as they can look up at that token for the rest of their life.
Yep.
How? Listen, I promise you I wasn't going to say nothing. That's DoorDash
Yep.
You have Russians and Ukrainians and people from all these different countries coming in. They're getting trade jobs. They're starting.
On the bus, oh, has it been a month? Um, and I can tell, you know, European, that area, Lithuania, Ukraine, all that. And it's Jake, you know, very low condition. Got on the bus, you know, and they were laughing at him. I was like, see, these people come over here and they get aid. They haven't done anything. How many veterans of our community are out there on the streets? Our people, period, whether they're veterans or not. But man, when you think about it, and then the number of our people that they, you know, this president that we have now, that 1994 crime bill, and then this woman that's his vice president, how she was in California with prosecuting Jake for little or nothing. And then I'm sure there were several that were, you know, proven innocent. They didn't get it, no apology, no nothing. One, I can't remember the guy's name. She stared down in court, you know. So these people are never for us. It doesn't matter which party, really. It's sad. Let me get some more scriptures here. Our people keep sucking up to these. Oh man. But again, let me. Hey, gotta go. Man, let's see. Is it verse 4? Let's see. Yeah. This is Amos chapter 2 verse 4. Thus saith the Most High Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Judah, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have despised the law of the Most High, and have not kept his commandments, and their lies caused them to err, after the which their fathers have walked. Alright? But I will send a fire upon Judah, and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem. Alright? So we are in, you know, this is our fault. While we were brought so low. And everybody, when you read Lamentations, when you read as many other instances, hey, you can go to Hosea. Alright? It says the same thing, chapter 4. Alright? But Lamentations, oh my goodness. This is us. We were warned again and again and again and again and again.
Businesses, they're buying houses on the block. They've been here for 10 years, and we're scrambling to the top. And yet, we don't stand for it when it really matters.
See, with all this, we're trying to tell our people there's a spiritual component to this, and they're not getting it. Alright, because they're not able to get it. Alright, there are some, and this is all up to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, if he opens your eyes, alright, all we can do is give you this information, you know, tell you to study, pray first of all, and who are you praying to? We give you the name of the Most High. His name is Yahweh. It's not JC. Alright, it's not God as far as the Most High. And his son, Yahweh Shai. The Most High's name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. The names have meaning in and of themselves. Alright? So, if you can't see it, you weren't meant to see it. Especially this late in the game, so to speak. Hey, it's crunch time here. I'm telling you, this man croaks and this woman becomes, hey, these banks are shutting down. Everybody's getting away from the dollar, petrodollar. So what do you think is going to happen to the dollar here in very shortly? Inflation is going to turn to hyperinflation. It's going to get really bad out here. continuing on.
We just want to see somebody that look like us and be good. Oh, she looks like us. That works. That's your standard. That works. Oh, she look like me. She's black. First of all, she's not. But I ain't even gonna go to with you. For your sake, for your peace and comfort, yeah, she's black. But guess what? She don't give a damn about you. She don't give a damn about you. She didn't petition for nothing regarding the black community since she's been up there. But you know what, Kirk Franklin? Pull up. Because you know we ain't really been doing that for 3 years. Go ahead, pull up and sing, dance, twirl. That's what they see y'all as. Dance, twirl, sing, nigga. I'm going to say it straight up because it's a hard thing to hear. But you need to hear it. You're out of line when you speak the gospel of Jesus, when you speak the truth, when you say that abortion is murder, when you say that these things are wrong, when you say that homosexual...
Now, if they're doing this to her, how much more so you think they're getting ready to do to us? Remember, the abortion clinics are in our neighborhoods. So in effect, alright, they're pissed off that you got somebody out here with some type of voice, alright, coming against their plans. But that couldn't be if the women weren't whores.
Sexuality is wrong. You are out of line. Who are you to say what's wrong and what's right and who's the true and living God? Go dance. Go dance. Get your leotard. Get on stage, throw your heels and shake your butt. Get your long weave, boo. Y'all bragging about who got the longest weave. They over here crossing $1 million transactions under your nose for your dollar. Go dance. Go shake. Go dribble the ball. Go ball out. Go play that basketball, boo. Go hit a football. Go hit a touchdown and shut up. Hit a touchdown and shut up. That's what you do. What do you mean? You out here standing in front of abortion clinic like you somebody. You gotten a little too uppity, nigga. You out of line. Let me tell you something. Had I have really been out here committing crime for real, stealing, and being a detriment to this nation for real, a danger on the streets, I would got a pat on my wrist. Are you kidding me? They would have said, all right, girl, go ahead. You out here acting up. Go live your life. They wouldn't have did nothing. Federally indicted, secret grand jury meeting to put out all the videos of me standing in front, preaching the gospel, not with a bat, not with a gun, nothing. Just standing there preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ, declaring the truth, and saying that abortion is murder. Now you get a federal indictment. You got the FBI watching you. Do you know the FBI been watching me since 2019? I went to Africa and back. I went to Nigeria. They recorded when my baby was born. They documented when my baby was born. They documented when we went to Nigeria for a missions trip. They documented when me and Ricky got married. They documented everything I did because I was a nigga out of line. That's what y'all want. Y'all vote people in, and y'all don't understand you're voting in your image of being a nigga in line. That's what you do when you vote Democrat. That's what you do when you dare decide, oh, I'm going to support Kamala. That's what you are.
Let's stop it right there because it doesn't matter which party, really. Alright, it's just, for some reason, those that are Republicans refuse to see what, well, we see. Alright, they get caught up in this back and forth, this arguing between, and that's done on purpose. Alright, remember, Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. Alright, when it talks about, well, let's get it real quick. It's the same it's two wings that belong to the same dirty ass wicked bird. Alright. This is Revelation chapter 13 verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. This is making reference to what? This two-party system. And also you have to understand, let me see if I can remember where it is. It's in Maccabees. Is it second Maccabees? Is it 8? Hold on. so I could just bear with me here. All right. Ah, it was first. Ah, okay. There we go. I started to say that. Well, anyway, that's all right. So, because this is the revived Roman Empire, right? So here it is. Let's see where I want to start. 13. Let's start at 14. Yet, for all this, one of them wore a crown. All right, what was clothed in a purple, and was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting a way for the people, to the end they might be well ordered, and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them. Alright? So this is talking about where you had Rome, alright, the beginnings of thereof. You had Greeks, the Romans, you had the Greco-Roman, alright, that transition period there, and then you had the Roman Empire. Alright, so here you have the revised Roman Empire. All you have to do is look at really the architecture. Alright, especially here in the district. My goodness. I mean, if you don't see that, you're blind. Alright, how the history of the building of the District of Columbia. Alright. Rome, Maryland. Capitol Hill. And emulate the 7 hills, Rome. So it's it's right there for all to see, if you have the eyes to see. But here's Jake, like she's talking about, that is so low. Alright. Just defeated, just demoralized to the point where, long as someone looks like them, not realizing that the game that's being played because of that. Don't you know these people know how bad off you are psychologically? It's because they put you there. Alright, they're responsible for it. And they want to keep you, want to keep us there. So they keep playing these games with you. Like I said earlier, it was never meant to restore us. This is a place of punishment. Micah 2 and 10, and Hebrews 11th chapter, around the 14th verse. Hebrews 13th chapter. These things, we got to get the fuck up out of here. Micah 2 and 10 says, it shall destroy you. That's a guarantee. Alright, this place is exquisitely wicked. To the point that other Edomites don't like American Edomites.
You're literally a sheep. You're a sheep. And you're not even a good sheep. At least a sheep follows a good shepherd. A shepherd that feeds them and takes care of them. Y'all don't even care. Y'all shepherd got y'all blind, naked, deaf, and dumb, robbing your country. Sending your money to Ukraine. Kamala ain't petitioning for you? You kidding me? The people in Ukraine living good right now. I'm seeing a bunch of Ukrainians over here, a bunch of Mexicans all in my...
See what I told you earlier? Now, let's look at this. Let's see. Is this the one? I forgot what I had set up. You had... Here it is. Yeah, this is it. When they heard that this heifer, alright, look what they did. 44,000 black women raised $1.5 million for Kamala Harris in 3 hours on a Zoom call that crashed the online meeting platform. They were so happy. this woman who they think is one of them. They went all out. Through. Oh no.
It's all in my neighborhood. It's mad Mexicans in Uruguay. Mad Mexicans. I ain't never seen this many Mexicans in Uruguay. You got Ukrainian people all over the place. They two-stepping, living good. We live in a nice neighborhood. We got them moving up with us. They moving in our neighborhood. Chilling. And what? Living good, eating good, vegetarian with the brown rice. And now, it's election year, you guys. Mind you, they didn't even want to put Kamala in. They really didn't want her. She was the last resort. How does that make you feel, black woman? You're supposed to be so strong. You're supposed to be so intelligent. And I'm not saying that you're not. But doesn't it insult you that somebody is only in a position that they're in because they're black and they're a woman and they need the vote? They could give a dang about anything else? That she's intelligent? That she's smart? That she's a great speaker? She's a joke. She make black women look like a joke. She make us look like we goofy. Yeah, you know, what's this line she say? She repeats the same sentence 10 different times because she don't know what she's saying, probably because she's nervous. But guess what? When she was in there putting them niggas in jail, she wasn't nervous being a prosecutor.
There you go.
She knew exactly what to say. She knew exactly what to do. She ain't that innocent. She ain't that innocent. Sorry.
I'm laughing because, hey, she's so raw with it, and this is what we've been trying to tell you motherfuckers. Let's get some of these comments here. I don't understand why some of us will vote for our own destruction. I just read you Isaiah 30th chapter, verse 12. And that's what that scripture says. Alright, we trust in oppression. Our people are destroyed from lack of knowledge. I'm offended being told that my group supports a convicted felon because he has a mugshot. I'm offended being told black people love sneakers. You should vote for me. I'm offended when a president pardons rappers as a way to appeal to my group of votes. We need to get the proof about how she did not claim black until just before she went to Howard. Why is our community so lost? There's people on the streets, on the highways and byways telling you this. You refuse to listen, you refuse to take heed, that's on you. I said earlier, they fail to see there's a spiritual component in this. We need to be healed from inside out. All the money you can swim in it's not going to do any good. In fact, that would be, whoa, that would be a disaster. If you can imagine how much more fucked up we can be, well, just throw money in there. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. I didn't even intend for it to be this long, but hey, I just thought, I'd get this out because she's absolutely right. No matter her, party affiliation, she's one of those preaching JC, but I had to use this because, hey, she's right. Our people just love to be abused, gluttonous for punishment. Why? Because they still have a slave mind. Alright? And they're under the delusion or illusion that, it's anything but. So with that, hey, until the next video, hey, shalom.